video working with files and directories. So yeah, how can I, the objective is how can I create, copy, delete files and directories, and how can I edit files? Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the shell lesson data. So please move back or go to the shell lesson data for this exercise. And yeah, some of the folder might be a bit different. Later on, it will be covered on the later task. So at first, we will learn how to create a directory, how to create a folder. So basically use the command mkdir. And what's the name for the folder itself? For example, we use thesis, mkdir thesis. Now we have a thesis folder here. So just put it here in the chat. So the mkdir command will create a folder or directory. You can check by ls minus capital F and see thesis, and there's a slash at the end of the thesis, which means it's a directory. Anyone have any issues or any question for this command? All good? And also, when you create a folder, you can make it inside. You can have it's not limited to creating a single directories one at a time. So let's try to create two folders inside of the thesis. For example, data and results. So we can type mkdir minus p. So make sure you add the minus p. Example data. And we can check with the command ls minus f thesis. Yep. So what we did is we run this command mkdir minus p, and we put which folder do you want to create a new directory. For example, this one we have a thesis, and we want to create a folder, new directory or new folder inside of thesis. And also I want to create a result directory inside of thesis. So this way you can save your time too. Rather than typing like 2 times mkdir for each of the folder, we just need to use this single line command. And as we can see with ls-f thesis, we can see the data and the result folder or directory already created there. Any of you have any question for this one? Good. Okay. Yep. And this is the same. So now we're creating files. So now we can move to folder thesis, and we try to create a new txt file using the nano command. So nano is the text editor here. There is like theme and the other, but I recommend to use nano because it's more simple. And let's have a try. So now I'll move to, oh, I can't, I think I got disconnected. So here, already inside of the thesis directory, and we want to create, for example, a test node or draft.txt. So you can copy paste this command or you can type it. Nano draft. And we can type, for example, this is testing. And for Linux, I'm in Mac, so I use the Control X. You can see at the bottom what command you can do with nano. So to exit or to save, we just exit, Control X. And you want to save it, this text in this draft.txt, you just say yes, click Y, and hit enter. So if you want to check if it's already saved or not, you can do the nano again. Yep, the text still there. So it's already saved in the draft.txt. Or the shortcut that will be discussed later on, you can use cat draft.txt. This command is to print out the text inside of the draft.txt. Yeah, but it will be covered later, but you can test if you want to try it quickly. Okay. And now we have another exercise. So I think in here, we want to test two things. We have tuts and nano as a text editor. So we can have a test like, what did the tuts command do? So let's try tuts test.txt. And if you see, we have a test.txt here, but let's try cat the test.txt. It will show nothing because we just create a file called test.txt, and it have a 0 bytes there because we don't put any uh, code or any writing there. But for example, we want to create similar to the test.txt. We want to use nano test2.txt. And we don't want to save anything. For example, we just want to leave it empty. If we quit with Control X and we do the ls, the test2 is not there. It's because nano, you need to put something in the inside of the file, but tuts, you can create a file without anything inside. For example, your code might be required to store the data or the experiment inside of a new file. Rather, you create nano, which is you need to put something. You just create with tuts. For example, you want to store it in the test.txt. So you create tuts test.txt, and then that way the file can be connected to your program to store your experimental result. So if you see the solution is also the same, that I just explained it to you. We can have a test with ls minus -l. Oh, yeah, yeah, I can. So for example, I want to, hold on camera, I will show this one first. So if you see this one with ls minus l, you see the one that we do with the tuts test.txt, it have a 0 bytes here. And the draft one we have 18, I think, kilobyte saved on the draft.txt. So that's the difference between tuts and nano. And to save, I can show you. So for example, Cameron, I type your name here, Cameron. And then to store it, you can go exactly the same like the command here at the below. For me, I'm using Mac, so I use Control X. I think it should be the same with Windows. So, and then do you want to save the modified buffer? And there is like option yes, or you can type enter. Oh, sorry. Then you need to type Y. And if you don't want to save, just type N rather than the Y. And then file name to write, just hit enter. And then if I cat draft.txt, your name is there. Oh, do you use Windows or Mac? Okay. Yep. So you can actually save the file, right? Yeah. Okay. All good. So, if there are any more question to edit the file, creating files with Nano? All good. Then I'll go to the next one. So next one is returning. We are moving files and directories. So yeah, in our thesis we have. Let's see. This one is a bit different. So let's start from here. For example, we are on the go back to the shell as and data. So we go cd dot dot. So now we are here. For example, we have we want to move from draft.txt. We already create the draft.txt, right, previously, but we want to move what is inside draft.txt to a new. It's sort of like renaming the txt file. So we can have a test with this command. So we use mv, short for move. So we can have anyone following or have any question for this one? Let's see what is inside the quotes.txt. So cd thesis. And then we cut the quotes that if you see here, we just move what we have on the text.txt and we create a new file called quotes.txt, but it have the same value with the test.txt. So yeah. And now for the exercise. So for example, now we will go to the shell, that's another exercise data, and we want to rename the folder like alkane to the molecules. So can anyone have a try with that? So we can move to here. So we move to exercise data. We want to rename this file or move this file into a new file called molecules. Okay, good. It's a good answer. Let's see. Alkanes, molecules. Yep, it's correct answer. Good. Very, very good. So we can ls minus f molecules, and you see what's inside the alkanes already moved to the molecules. And also the second one is pretty much the same. This one we want to rename file from animals.csv to animals.txt. So we go to exercise data animal counts. So what we do is, I got disconnected, sorry. Yep, Lachlan, you're correct. So basically we just use the same command and it worked both for directory or a text file. So here if we cat the CSV file, you'll see this one. And to rename it, you just need to put it mv animals.csv and what is the new file? So the argument is this is your old file or old directory, and then you put to the new one. Animals.txt. And yep, the file already removed. And we already renamed as a animals.txt. To check, we just need to cat. And you can see it's the same with the animals.csv. All good until this step. Okay, I'll go next. Okay, now we want to copy files and directories. So cp command works almost the same with the mv, except is like copy file. Cp is for copy, not just not moving the file. If we move, it means we like cut and paste. Copy is like same like copy and paste. And let's have a try. So we will go to the thesis folder, I believe. So we go to the thesis. Now we have data codes result test.txt. And we want to try to copy codes.txt to a new file called quotation.txt. Yep. So it throws an error. So basically you need to create. For example, we can try with tuts quotation.txt. And then we run the same command. Quotations. Oops. Let me check, is it's already there? Yep, it's already there. Or maybe can... Oh, yeah, we're already inside of the thesis, so we don't need to put the thesis directory here. I forgot, sorry. So now we can check on the cat quotation.txt. And we already copy all what we have on the quotes.txt. And if we check the quote.txt now, it still have the same. So it will not remove and copy to a new file. Sorry, I mean it will not cut and paste to a new file. Rather, it will just copy what quotes have and paste it on the quotation.txt. So the command is like cp, what is the source and what is the destination here. Does anyone have any issue for copying files? And now we can also cp with -r if we want to copy all the files in the directory by using the cp-r. So for example, we have a thesis here, and we want to create a backup of the directory. What we do is like cp-r thesis is the source, and this is the new file or the new directory that we want to have. Yep. And we see now we have the thesis underscore backup, and we can see with ls -f thesis, and we have all the same file that we have on the thesis. Yep. So anyone have any questions or issue? Yep. You can ask, Shubham.
How can we move from CD home directory to cell?
To
Yes,
sorry, to sorry.
I just change my directory CD to home,
Mm-hmm.
and now I want to come at cell lesson dash data.
Can you type ls in your directory?
Yes, I already type ls,
And you can
and
see there is a folder called that one. So let's
there is a
try.
not folder of that.
So currently,
But
if you
I
see,
I change my directory. I
Mhm.
write down the CD dot home, CD dash space home. So
Mhm.
it will directly take me at a home. There is my name written, Subham 1.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Uh,
just, yeah.
you can type like cd and type the shell lesson data. Uh, I just copy paste the comment. So, but when you type the ls, you can see there is the shell lesson data, right, Shubham?
Uh, I just type CD cell lesson data. It will show there is a no such file in the home file directory.
Uh, what did it show when you type ls? Yeah, you can type pvd too.
When I type ls, it shows lots of the files which are the names of everyone, just like
Oh, okay, okay. So I think,
Jiang and
um,
Sharon's,
yeah, yeah.
each and every person's name.
I think the best way is, can you reconnect the SSH? You
Okay,
just
so
close the terminal and the SSH again. it will go to your directory, not to like the all directory.
So how can I close? Just close and to again open the command prompt?
Yeah, and you know how to do the
Yes,
SSH, right? Yeah.
yes, okay, sure.
If you reconnect Shubham to your SSH,
Yes, now I am in the cell data.
yeah. So
Sure.
is it already sorted?
Yes, it's all sorted.
Yeah, yeah. So if you go to the maybe just it's easier for you to just close and reconnect because it will go to your directory directly.